Something down there. Some kind of settlement. What kind of humans are you? Corja. Morning's watch. What? Apparently nothing. Uh-oh. Those are big boys. One there and one there I just saw there. Look at that big boy. Or girl. I like when you can see the completely white, snowy mountains over the desert. Nature is crazy. That is death.
Ouch.
What are those health bars? I would like to know. And why am I seeing them? Just grazers? A lot of grazers. For no reason. You can leave. What's up here? And why was this climbable? You wanna tell me I can hear you? All the way from there? Oh no, that's what I heard. Sawtooth. Why is Ravager more scary than Sawtooth? I thought this was climbable. It is climbable. Oh. Full listings. Full release listings for 040762. 2000 EST Family Fortunes of War to the death. Who will inherit Dad's position as CEO of Sterling Malkeet? As twins Jasmine and Vernal interview PMCs to bolster their dwindling robot cadres, they learn that hangovers and contract negotiations make poorly matched bedfellows. That's a sentence. 2100 EST is taught by 7. I see you. When demerit manual labor finds a... That was like movies. No. I'm not gonna engage with you because I don't want to go all the way down there to collect. I wish they did not make animals make noises like that. Especially when you have to kill them for resources. Well, as I probably said before, still better than the Red Dead Redemption, which actually makes you skin them. Whoa, that's a long one. It may indeed be fantasy when I essay and draw from all created things, deep, heartfelt, inward joy that closely clings, and trace in leaves and flowers that round me lie. Lessons of love and earnest piety, so be it, so it be. And if the wide world rings, in mock of this belief it brings, so will I build my altar in the fields, and the blue sky my flooded dome shall be, and the sweet fragrance that the wild flowers yields shall be the incense I will yield to thee, the only God, and thou shalt not despise even me, the priest of this poor sacrifice. This went places. Places it went. Orbit 3K to initiate cycle. Route inquiry sent, no response G prime. Being an art agents. 31 and 35 dormant. No response from G prime. Which tells something to us. Who already know what's going on. But not to Halo at this point. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. have a feeling that if there's a settlement, there are gonna be quests. No, it's the same one you can't kill. Hello. Thank you. Although I didn't hear what he said. Something about quality outfit, and I chose to think he was praising my outfit.
Take a look at these wares.
Someone has a plan for victory.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Hello. I don't think I have anything new. Part of me wishes that they had like unique outfits or unique things for merchants, not just based on how far you get in the game, but like more based on which clan, whatever,
Don't pass up these goods.
which peoples are you talking to.
Show was better last week.
Like Karja has on a Karja outfit.
Regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Oseram have Oseram
Check out these
outfits.
wares.
The old ones. Oh. Myth of the Old Ones. Any Karja devout knows that the truth of the Old Ones is laid out in plainly in the articles of the Sun of Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors birthed a new dawn. Since the dawn, very interesting how this is actually not that far from truth and also uses the dawn terminology. Better drink some tea. Since the dawn, Karja history has been written in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us. Even the leaves of the old ones found by Aram are long since cracked and fallen to dust. You found books? Ooh. Nevertheless, collected here for study are colorful beliefs of the old ones held by other tribes, which may offer a small insight into those tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave accordingly to mechanical rigidity, and not the sun's divine rhythms. English. The movement of the tribes, of the seasons, and the stars at night are all accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The old ones were the caretakers of the great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. Also true. The world machine thus fell into despair, and the civilization of the old ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram used their myth to berate the other tribes as negligent, and to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkers and metal workers alone might learn the mechanism of secrets, and improve upon it with their ingenuity. Even more fanciful tale of censure comes from the Nora barbarians. They believe the old ones turned away from the teachings of the Nora female god, the All-Mother, and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities. Also true. Having failed to tempt the Nora to join them, the machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All-Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of their wisdom, reducing them to the simple metal beast we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the old ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rites. From the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the Nora show distrust to all outside their borders. For ye are all descended from the faithless, and do not shun the trappings of their ancient world. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose belief is most similar to our own, though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the old ones grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome. In their pride, they were undone. In their pride, they were undone, maybe. Hence, the Banuk give them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of Banuk land. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Ban-Ur as a sign that old ones were never strong enough to endure its challenges. They claim that only the machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. The distant Utaru, however, believe the old ones are still with them at all times. In Utaru ritual, those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvests and make them bountiful. Utaru see the richness of their territory, plain song as evidence of this unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, there are a few living scholars of the Tanakh. We are regrettably denied any insight from the tribe. From what is known, though, it seems they have little concept of wider history at all. But, of course, this is what elevates the scholar of Meridian from bloodthirsty raider, to be aware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. Their tales may be strange, but they're very likely.
We'll
Let's
find
see.
better wares.
They live among piles of scrap from the old ones.
Also, are the later two tribes
Only the
they
finest
mentioned
goods here. See for yourself.
are
About the sun priest falling
they the ones from the Frozen Wilds?
Don't forget to stock up before you're on.
Who leaves
Take a look at these wares.
food uncovered?
Sun King Avad freed the people his
Don't pass
father
up these goods. Fine goods for a fair price.
Do not fall.
had enough of work and enough of my family.
Would you like to buy something today?
I feel her.
Come, take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Every time I have a quiet moment, I wind up thinking about my cousins in Sunfall.
Don't care what other tribes do.
Cousins and Sunfall. The Banuk. A guide to Ban-Ur and the Banuk by the well-traveled Aram. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times, where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian. But the gates are thrown open, and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk, those stoic, silent northern hunters, these men and women of the ice? Unfortunately for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homeland. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Ban-Ur. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones. Put plainly, it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty from soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auras of the skies above us. Yes, yes. when the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, where the day sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the grey, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land, nor from its people. Though I lived among the one of the barracks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house. Civility of the noble house, Each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether in the jaws of a machine or simply by their daily existence. I tried to explain my position, that Akarja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then, with the challenge overcome, can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I expected to eat, I must hunt food for myself. I hid my disappointment after all I had participated in a hunting trial or 2 in my time, and accepted. On the 3rd morning I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, but with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Varrock, I received only blank stares. Only one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience lately changed me to eat only maize bread. Forevermore, I'd say. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman, a man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin. Perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirit close by, and sure enough, the hunters I followed tracks in the snow to increase our herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of prize for my initiative, I was subjected to the shaman's cursing and wailing, and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wiles of Banuk culture, and longed for certainty of the sun's guidance. If I were to choose...
But Captain Ursa fought for us. That's why the damn Shadow Karja murdered him.
Spoilers.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
If I were to choose a land to live just by nature, I would probably go live with Banuk. And I'm not so sure about their culture. We'll have to wait and see. Surprisingly, no quests.
Some pray, others drink. But I prefer a lazy moment to myself.
I feel you. She's 100% correct. In choice of praying or drinking,
Got one.
I would also prefer a... Oh, that's a stalker. Lazy moment to myself. You should not interrupt me when I'm critical striking. And you are not invited to this party. Not nice. Not nice at all.
Dust storm blowing in. It moves like water.
I'm low on healing herbs. I might get myself a mount and go looking for some healing. Uh-oh. That's a big thing. It's a big thing I'd really rather not engage.
Override's working.
Although it is very tempting. Very tempting. Thunderjaw. Apex combat machine equipped with a wide array of heavy artillery and melee attacks. I'd say. Really shoot with tear arrows until you get as much of its weapons off it as you can. I wish we didn't actually stop every time we run across something we need to pick up.
Might need that.
I also feel it's a missed opportunity that they didn't make the normal size cat-like creatures also rideable. You know, like ravagers, scrappers, maybe even sawtooth piece. Sawtooth. We're Indonesia. Wherever Indonesia demands, stare down the grey swarm. About halfway through Oli Plasnero's Weaver Indonesia, the iconoclastic documentarian interviews a sweaty iconoclastic documentarian. Interviews a sweaty obsequious. There are too many words. Big words. Too many big words. Obsequious ad guy at a named Hello Tourism Studio about their virtual Indonesian package, which allows users to visit a squeaky clean, fast mile of Indonesia from the comfort of their own home. Behind him, so brazen that it almost comes off as a joke, there is a poster cycling between images of mist-shrouded mountains, verdant rice fields, and an ocean sunset that sweet sea Java as it was meant to be seen. The poster stands as a potent symbol of everything Pasnarov is striving against in Viva Indonesia. Through repurposed news segments, contemporary interviews, and exhaustive personal analysis, Pasnarov explores the history and legacy of the 2041 nanotech disaster at the Citarium River. By the time his narrative concludes, he has not just condemned those responsible for Citarum, but indicted our collective habit of shrugging off the trial and error horrors of the 2040s in favor of a simplified geographic account of the Great Clawback. Pasnarov's retro sensibilities and obsession with linear, two-dimensional film techniques have long been the favorite talking points of his critics. But here his passion drives him to wield established techniques with devastating surgical precision. Watching Viva Indonesia, we cannot look away. The film compels us to face the lacerating truth that in our quest to turn back the tide, not everyone made it to the shore. In perhaps the most excruciating moment in recent data corrupted. Oh, so this was a tank.
Hup.
So this. Oh, so this. Fight it out. I forgot what I was here for. Ridgewood, of all things. Ridgewood, of all things.
These are helpful. Bitter, though. I need to become better at selling shit. Because I'm constantly out of space, but also I'm out of certain materials. And I cannot afford to not have enough space for Ridgewood stacks, because Ridgewood is literally
what I need for my arrows all the time. But I did max out the resource. Double check かな。Take me to the merchant.
That's her, the machine rider.
I am the machine rider.
What those shadow Karja did to Captain Ursa wasn't right.
Stop spoiling. I don't think I'm supposed to know that something happened to Captain Ursa. Let's sell something we have a lot of. Better.
Even if she was an Oseram upstart.
From where we should approach this is the question. Scary. Oh, my friend. My psychopath friend.
I saw some of the places you'd been. The new settlers have no appreciation of craft. They'd already piled your work in a ditch. But I knew the signs to look for. The scrabble in the dirt, those surprised splashes. And I did tell you we'd meet again.
Nil. Still hunting bandits?
Oh, yes. I've been sharpening my blade, anticipating the scent of the fight. Don't get me wrong, these scum are odorous. A little panic and desperation really sets it off, though, like an incense.
So, what's your knife called?
Why would someone name a knife?
So much for small talk.
Are you ready?
Just don't think this means I enjoy it.
Don't worry. We'll take your secret to their graves.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. Kill the bandits. In these bandits? It's a bit of a speaking of, let's change. Nice trophy. Oh. They're fighting my... Oh, shit. Mount. I'll wait for this guy to go back the way he came.
Maybe she can eat metal if she cares so much for it.
Oh, are you talking about?
I've been seeing.
Why did he stand up in the last moment?
been sewn back.
Thank you. That's a big guy with a gun. Is there really a point of trying to sneak in here? Can't see anything. It's too light and dark at the same time. No, there are Karja prisoners. But I feel like that guy is just standing in the middle of the camp. There's also an alarm here. In a way that I can't really sneak past. Gonna see if he's standing behind something or not.
I see the alarm. Hope I don't hear it too.
Watcher with a gun.
Hmm.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
I got a dead body.
No, you don't. Got a dead body. Yeah. 3 there. Couple more there. Just do not see me, please. Jama. Jama.
dealt with the alarm.
Yeah, now we need to get to the prisoners, I'm guessing. Somehow.
They have taken those travelers
She can put
captive.
down a glintock on the wind, but she can't hit a rabbit.
Usłysz. Can I not shoot him from over here? Yes, I can.
Always too dry or too wet or too hot.
Who are you talking to?
Handy?
And difficult to see where her head is. Or his. Her. Okay. Hello.
Are you ready to move? Hold on. I'll get you out.
What are there, two left? Or one left. Because the other one is the alarm. Maybe just one left. My guy, you're alone.
Move quickly.
Close!
And why did we need our friend with us? For this quest?
Captain Ursa is dead. Ambushed by Shadow Karja at the cleft. Her and her men.
They're literally just spoiling the whole main plot before we even reach the meridian.
Oseram.
to the market.